This week on Us Weekly Style Files, bleached eyebrows and neon eyeliner, which 2022 beauty trends are here to stay?
I mean, I just love neon makeup, and I say if I'm hiring you, wear it to a job interview and you're going to do well.
We're tackling celebs' hottest thirst trap picks of the week and Tom Holland and Zendaya's hottest red carpet moments. We've got that plus so much more on today's Us Weekly Style Files. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here with the always stylish Gwen Flamberg, Us Weekly's beauty and style director and entertainment director, Travis Cronin. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
So excited to get into this week's show. Welcome to another week of Style Files, where we tackle the good, the bad, the wacky looks that the stars are rocking right now, and they certainly are rocking all of the above. So let's get into this week's in case you missed it. Starting with this neon makeup trend, Megan Fox and Joey King both recently rocked it. And I got to know, is this here to stay for 2022? Is this a hit or a miss for you guys?
Well, I love the whole idea of it. I think that it's very 2022, like very Euphoria inspired makeup. I also think, like everything else that we've been seeing, it's a little bit of a 90s flashback. Mm-hmm. I love that it's a statement with beauty, and a statement is always amazing and powerful. Is it the most flattering? Not really. So, I don't think that we're going to be seeing it on the streets, but maybe in the clubs, maybe on the gram. It's definitely something that people are going to be using to make a major statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. This isn't your job interview makeup per se, or sort of making a great impression in the business world. But you're right. Euphoria music festival culture, especially in Miami, and the 90s nostalgia has created all of this space for neon makeup. I love neon makeup. I think it can be flattering if you pick, a neon blue and you have some blue going on in your eyes. I think it can be really lovely. I love a chartreuse. I mean, I just love neon makeup. And I say, if I'm hiring you, wear it to a job interview and you're going to do well. So keep it up. Fantastic. Definitely here to stay, but for the right occasion.
Exactly. For the right occasions. Gwen, what other makeup trends are we seeing this year that you are liking?
I mean, I'm just loving this predominant, beautiful, glowy skin that we're seeing. Everybody has really turned to skin in terms of like, have a great skin day. We used to hear have a great hair day, but now it's about just getting that canvas to be like beautiful, glowy, really amazing. Mm-hmm. Also, guys, with hair, much like the neon makeup, everything is like a major statement. Haircuts are back. Mm-hmm. Prepare to see super short haircuts. The Bixie, which is in between a bob and a pixie. We saw it on Florence Pugh. It's what Kristen Stewart has always worn. Short haircuts are back. They're very versatile. They're very fun. Also curly bangs and color, bold color. This isn't about like a subtle highlight moment. I think it all speaks to the optimism that we all feel about like getting back to life and being seen again in real life, not just on the gram or in pictures. And we've got a spring hair trend story in the current issue of Us Weekly. Pick it up on newsstands now.
Definitely check it out. And please let us know in the comments if you guys are feeling the neon makeup look. Would love to know what you guys think about it. But speaking of Euphoria and bold looks, we have to talk about actress Chloe Cherry, who attended London Fashion Week wearing a barely there spiky dress by designer Chet Lowe. So what do we think of this funky look? Is this a hit or a miss, Travis?
Christina, you already know that this is a mess. I mean, this dress, well, I love the boldness. It is so cool. It is so young. I just see her in 10, 20 years down the line looking back and being like, oh, why did I think that this like children's stuffed animal like dress was the one? And well, I think it's very cool. She's going to look back and hate this look, miss.
I agree.
I have to agree with you guys too. I love Chloe Cherry. I think she's an incredible actress on Euphoria. Faye has become one of my favorite characters. Mm-hmm. But this look, it's also like very naked and kind of not in a good way. So I miss.
Sorry, maybe better luck next time, I guess, right? All right, let's talk about Kate Moss's daughter, who is walking in a runway, which means I'm officially old. I can't believe this. So this is 19-year-old Layla Moss, and she debuted bleached eyebrows when she struck down the Richard Quinn catwalk during London Fashion Week. Please tell me this trend is not here to stay, Gwen.
I mean, bleached brows are never really beyond editorial. What I thought was so cool about this was that bleached brows were ushered in by the era that Lila's mom, Kate Moss, kind of ruled on the runways. It was that waif moment with very skinny eyebrows. I still blame Kate Moss for plucking out all of my eyebrows in the 90s, and I've barely gotten them back. This is illusion, y'all. But I think that the interesting thing about bleached brows is that it actually is a really interesting but pretty trend. It brings out the eyes. It kind of adds this lightness all over the face. Definitely for runway and editorial, but it's kind of interesting. I liked it.
I agree with Gwen. This is only for runway and editorial. To say this trend is hard to pull off is the understatement of the year. Eyebrows are the quickest way to change the face, the quickest way to frame the eyebrows, to just make yourself more beautiful. And when you bleach them, you take all the powers of the eyebrow away. So unless you're Kate Moss's daughter or Cindy Crawford's daughter, it's probably not going to be your best look. Well, it looks really, really cool for a second. This is only for a photo shoot or runway look, not for life in general. Please don't. You're not going to like it.
No, leave it to the professionals.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about Real Housewives of New York star Leah McSweeney, who posted a bikini selfie showing off her insanely fit figure. She captioned this, "A thirst trap and a slice of heaven in my fave place with my fave people. Bless up." So is there anything wrong with the thirst trap photo every now and then? Are you a fan of this? Travis, yes?
I am a big fan of the thirst trap photo. Guilty myself. If you feel like you look great in a bikini, if you have that confidence, there is nothing sexier than confidence, even if your body is not as absolutely perfect as Leah's is. Show it off. It was just one more of the photos this week that we've seen from people's spring break vacations. Mm-hmm. The kids are off of school and the moms are playing. And, I feel a little sad for myself, stuck in the city and working, but total miss. Post those bikini pictures, babes. Do it.
I loved it. Leah's body, first of all, is just bananas. Mm-hmm. But even if your body isn't, I feel like we finally got into a place where people aren't trolling other people online for not being a size 0. So you can post without, the reaction of small-minded people saying you shouldn't be in a bikini, which I think is really empowering. And thirst traps are great. We're all trying to post our best self online. We're all trying to sort of create an image that we are not. And thirst traps are a really real, authentic part of that. So post your thirst traps, get all of those bees, honey, whatever you're hunting for on the gram. I hope you get it.
Totally. I hope you get it. Well, speaking of sexy Instagram posts, let's talk about BB Rexa, because she is coming in hot in this photo. This video, actually, she posted a video promoting Adore Me lingerie with the caption, "When girls of all shapes and sizes look sexy as F in lingerie." I love BB Rexa. She's always so body positive.
She is. She's been very vocal in the past about designers not wanting to dress her on the red carpet because she's not a sample size. But let's be honest, more women in this country look like BB Rexa than look like Lila Moth. And I think that she looked absolutely amazing in that lingerie. Keep it coming. I'd love to see more photos like that. Rock your confidence.
Yeah, great Adore Me shout out, because they made her look so amazing. I think she's beautiful. This is a sort of look that anybody at home can recreate. Who doesn't look great in a corset? The lighting was great. And I love having, I know it was a sponsored Instagram advertisement, but having a professional photographer do a boudoir photo, I feel like we haven't seen that in a while. So it was really interesting to see the really high quality, high lighting thirst trap. You don't get to see those every day.
No, definitely not. Loved it. All right, let's talk about Cara Delevingne, because she rocked an extremely fuzzy bucket hat while out and about in New York City. I mean, it's cold, so give her that. She captioned this selfie, "Mini dump brought to you by Jamiroquai." Hit or miss on this one.
I mean, I can't say that I haven't looked like this several times in my life. So I'm really going to, pull my punches with this and give her a lot, of leeway. But this is not good. This is just sort of the opposite of chic. This fuzzy wuzzy bear is not high fashion. It's just It's not good fur on the top. It looks like it's been through the washing machine a little bit, which I think if it was a little bit more of a fun, fluffy hat, I'd have a less problem with it. But the Jameer queer pun, I mean, hysterical. That's a hit for that, a miss for the look.
Yeah, I wasn't into it either. This kind of like faux fur bucket hat in bright color trend is sort of out there, and I think it needs to go away. I've seen a lot of people wearing those hats inside restaurants. Like, doesn't your head get hot, guys? Like, I don't know. She has been doing a lot of this, just dressing for crazy reactions, I feel like, in the last few months. And so maybe that's just Cara's thing. And she's got a lot of followers, so maybe it's working for her, but the look is just, a miss for me.
A miss. Yeah, definitely a miss. All right. Well, let's talk about some style that made some headlines. And this got a lot of people talking because Courteney Cox is getting real about her facial fillers. So she said that she has no regrets about dissolving her fillers a few years back. And the 57-year-old Friends alum admits that there is intense pressure to look perpetually young as an actress. She told The Times, "I chased that youthfulness for years. I didn't realize that, oh shit, I'm actually looking really strange with injections and doing stuff to my face that I would never do now." She eventually realized it was time to call it quits with the cosmetic procedure, saying people would talk to me. I think there was a period where I went, I've got to stop. That's just crazy. The scrutiny is intense. She went to a handful of dermatologists and got different opinions. And she explained that she ended up getting more filler than she initially intended. And at the time she revealed, "I've had all my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as I can be. I feel better because I look like myself. I think that I now look more like the person that I was. I hope I do." I mean, I love that she's getting real about this. I feel like we don't hear a lot of honest takes on, fillers and things like that, because obviously her face did look a little different a few years back. A little bit.
Yeah. I feel like proud that she spoke out. I think it's really great when any celebrity admits to doing something that maybe they regret having done. I am all for everybody getting whatever needle they want in their face, but I do think that it's a really important lesson that you can go overboard and take action when you do. Courteney Cox is a beautiful woman, but her face changed a lot through the years. And when the Friends reunion was on this fall, the chatter should have been about seeing our favorite characters back again and, just embracing the show that was. And yet all of the chatter online was about how every cast member's face had changed pretty dramatically. So kudos to you, Courteney, for speaking out. Everybody at home, take it as a lesson.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like we can't have the double standard of wanting women to look as young as possible and then making fun of them when they make the wrong filler choices. It is a losing game for all women out there, especially for Hollywood actresses. So I think this was really great to talk about it in normal terms. Like, I wanted to get a little filler. I didn't make the right decisions. Make sure you don't do that. And growing up, I would watch Friends and I noticed that they weren't wrinkling at all. And they were sort of my template for learning what Botox was, through learning how this, and I sort of watched their different faces to see who did it well and who did it not well. And again, I'm not going to shame who didn't do it not well on that show, but I'm glad that we're talking about it and taking the stigma out of this and just making everyone a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's talk about Amanda Gorman, who she is the new face of Estee Lauder, and their new campaign is all about inspiring confidence. The 23-year-old poet's first ever beauty campaign focused on Double Wear Foundation, a fan favorite, and a long-lasting complexion product with a matte finish. Now, she put her flawless skin on full display in the clip and delivers a very powerful message. Take a look.
I am a change maker.
We all have the power to change.
A poet.
Your superpower is your voice.
Who finds inspiration in history, in passion, in the confidence it takes to face forward and change the world.
So I love this. Her message is all about how confidence inspires change. And it's a beautiful campaign. I really like this one.
I mean, she can do no wrong. This girl is the poster child for this generation, and that is an incredible thing. She is absolutely beautiful inside and out. She is smart and has skin that shows that when you feel good on the inside, you glow on the outside. Of course, Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation has been a mainstay of my own for many years. And I really like that they chose a spokesmodel that had some depth and went beyond just, skin deep, which is funny, a funny pun, but there's nothing funny about this campaign. It's absolutely incredible. Long live Amanda Gorman in all of our worlds.
Yeah.
I agree. What a lovely sort of Estee Lauder campaign model to have a poet for girls to look up to. This isn't, no shade to the women shaking their ass for dollars. I love to do that too. But to lift up a poet and a young woman who writes with beautiful melanin skin complexion, I mean, that's the heroes I want to see in our beauty campaign. And it works. You can see how authentic, beautiful, and inspiring that campaign is because she has so much going on below the skin.
Definitely. So for her, it's foundation. What's the one beauty product that kind of boosts your confidence?
Oh, that is a good one.
The one?
I know. Or several.
Travis and I both use thousands and thousands and thousands. I mean, I'd have to say for me, and this is something that I learned during the pandemic, it's red or hot pink lipstick. You put on a bright lipstick, it instantly brightens your skin. And also it just boosts your confidence because it's optimistic and it's cheerful and it's attention grabbing. And I think that nothing says you are a confident woman than a bright lipstick. And so that's the thing that, I always kind of swipe on, even when I have no other makeup on my face to lift my spirits and the spirits of the person that I'm talking to.
I'd say if I had to pick one, it's eyebrows. I love a Benefit brow, the Pot de Creme. I use a little bit of hair mascara. And when my brows are just arched and looking amazing, I feel like I can look at people with more confidence and just feel better about myself. So if it's one thing, it's got to be the brows, but then you do the brows and you got to do the mascara and then you got a little bit of bronzer. So it's not really one thing, but that's my one.
Definitely. I would say I love my good Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I can't leave home without it, right?
A good concealer is necessary.
It really is. Well, speaking of beauty and makeup and all products that we love, Gwen, let's get into what is in your beauty bag this week. So what do we have to get our hands on?
We've been speaking about skin, and this is right in line with our theme this week. Drunk Elephant just released this glowy marathonol oil. It is a face oil that has just a little bit of a natural retinol alternative. So best used at night. I like to put an oil like this on over my whole skincare routine, like as my last step. I do my serum, my moisturizer, and then I pat on a little oil to seal everything in overnight. And this has the retinol alternative in it. So it's gonna, sink in and even out your skin tone, smooth fine lines, wrinkles, pores, everything. And also it just gives you a great glow. So because it's a natural retinol alternative, you can use this during the day too. I sometimes mix a drop in with my foundation just to amp up that glow, especially again, if I'm on Zoom calls and I just want to kind of look like me, only better, and help you out.
Very nice. Thank you, Gwen. Well, let's get into our red carpet rewind. And we're looking at one of my favorite Hollywood couples, Zendaya and Tom Holland's best looks. So let's bring it back to 2017 at the Spider-Man Homecoming Madrid photo call. The couple coordinated in shades of blue. Now, this was before they began dating. So they've really, have been co-stars and friends for quite some time. And obviously their style evolution has changed as well.
I mean, matching style. Maybe it was foreshadowing that they were going to become a couple. I think they look absolutely adorable. This is a couple that's kind of like, they are so hot together. It's like staring at the sun. I just hope that they go the distance. I would love to see a baby from these two.
Oh, yes. I would like to see a baby. Whenever I see them, it sort of reminds me of something my dad would always say. And when he was getting dressed, he was like, I am the picture. I am the frame to the woman's picture. And I feel like Tom Holland always dresses as like, it's not to say that he's boring in black, but that he just really lets Zendaya, who is the biggest fashion icon of the moment, shine. He's not going to change anybody's style as much as she is. So he really creates that frame for Zendaya's picture in all of these, which I think is just lovely. And I hope bleeds into their relationship a lot because they look so happy.
Oh, I love that. The frame to her picture. I love that. And let's look at them. We went from 2017 to 2021 at the premiere of Spider-Man No Way Home, and her Valentino gown that had this cobweb motif throughout it. I mean, she's just, like you said, she really is like the style icon of the generation right now.
That dress, actually, every single thing that she wears on the red carpet, she just shuts it down. It used to be like, oh, Beyonce's here, everyone else can go home. And now that's Zendaya. Her stylist is Law Roach. He knows what he's doing. He puts her in things that are provocative and that are going to be conversation starters, but they also just look absolutely incredible on her body. But as I've said before, Zendaya has the body of youth. What she wears is not necessarily going to look great on everybody, but that spiderweb dress, and especially because it was for the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere, she knocked it out of the ballpark. Incredible.
I don't think she's ever had a wrong outfit choice, really.
No, that spider naked dress it lives rent free in my head until the day that I die. It was beautiful. It was game changing. It was so appropriate. It was sexy, but she looked covered. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this. Law Roach is a genius. Love him and Zendaya.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, Gwen, Travis, thank you so much for running down all things style with me as always.
Pleasure. We love chatting fashion. We can do it all day, every day. In fact, we do.
We do.
Definitely. Well, make sure to tune into Us Weekly's YouTube channel for Style Files every Thursday. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we will see you guys next week.